What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Mr. Derek Forston, and I'm super excited that you guys are here. So again, you guys have a lot of choices of where you could be on these internet streets, but because you guys came here, I super appreciate that. So if you don't know me, and if you're new to me, I'm Derek Forston. I'm Mr. ILF. We are the trademark owners of the independent living facility model. If you don't believe it, go look it up. So if you go to the USPTO, .com and look up the trademarks, type in independent living facility and watch you see me and my big mouth right there. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you guys are in the absolute right place. If you guys happen to be new to us, because I got 3 things that I'm gonna cover real quick tonight. And Jermaine, I'm gonna try to be out of here in 45 minutes. And bro, you know, usually when I say that, it never happens. I have to kind of make it like that. So I got 3 topics to talk about. One is going to be zoning, one is going to be rehabs, and one is going to be something else. And I'll tell you about that when we get there. We absolutely love new people. I got an ILF community, y'all, with 25,000 people in it, and half of those people don't even know me, which is crazy. So what's crazy, that group is growing like 1,000 people every 5 to 6 days. So it's hard to keep up with it, and most people that join that group, they don't even know who started it. But if you're new to me, and I'll admit, y'all, I'm looking for one specific lady to just let me know that she's here. I saw a post in the ILF Academy again that broke my heart, and I want to do some coaching on it, and it's about zoning. So if you know anybody that's trying to start a housing program, they love God, they love people, and they love real estate, and they think zoning is tripping them up, please tag them in this room. Also, let me know what city and state you're coming from. Because like I said, I got 45 minutes with y'all tonight, which is really tough for me. So if you're new to me, you don't know that, but I got a big mouth and I love to talk about this, right? So it's hard for me to do it in 45 minutes, but I'm going to try. And one more time, tonight's topic will cover rehabs, because some of you guys hear us talk about renting or leasing a lot, right? But what if you want to buy a property? We want to talk about that and what is the birth strategy. I also want to talk about zoning. I'm seeing a lot of wrong information about zoning, and I just want to sprinkle my own sauce on top of it, right? And then the other thing I want to talk about is who is an ILF not for, right? So those are 3 topics that I want to talk about. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. So now for everybody else, just thank y'all for being here. You guys are super consistent, and I'm going to jump right into the material. You joined the DIY program today. So we're super excited about that. So that's our go at your own pace kind of sort of, right? So what's cool about our DIY product is that it's the same as my one-on-one coaching. You just don't get me. It's all recorded. So we give you everything that you need. The website build out, the virtual assistant, like all the rules, the regulations, the $8,000 worth of paperwork that when I got sued and my lawyer had to build that paperwork, I give that to Miss Angela. So again, Miss Angela, welcome. Thank you for joining that, and we wish God success on your life. So let me jump right into it. So do you want to hear about zoning first from my experience, rehabs, or do you want to hear who should not be doing this in terms of the ILF model? So I tell most people under my coaching, and watch me say this 2 ways. Under my coaching, we don't go to the zoning office. Because when I went to zoning here in Orlando, Florida, they told me the same thing. Derek, you can't do this. And now my same city, they beg for it. Because first of all, I went and talked to the wrong person and I used the wrong language. And I'm going to even give you the language of this person. She gave such off language. And again, not because she's a bad lady. She got a big heart and she want to help people. But when you don't have the proper coaching and you using the wrong words, these people going to send you down a rabbit hole. And not trying to be racial or bring race into it. But when you my skin color and go to talking that talk to the wrong people, they're going to send you down a rabbit hole. And that's not to start some race war or talk about all of that. Because most people I do business with is on the other skin side of me. So they're great people is what I'm saying. But if you go representing yourself unbranded, no branded shirt, using the wrong words, y'all, she used the word at risk. Like, I'm going to literally read y'all verbatim what she said. She said, so she put, I haven't found the house yet, which is also a mistake. Why are you going down there? Why are you not advertising and telling the people about what this is to draw attention to it? Why you go straight to that place and then you tell them that you want to establish a shared living program with structured support for at-risk and displaced seniors? Guys, that is not the verbiage I tell y'all to go say. Now, granted, she's not under my coaching, so no harm, no foul. But first of all, one more time, I coach this in 41 states right now, and none of my people go to zoning. Now, watch this, because I'm a great coach. I always tell people this, though. You do whatever you think you need to do so that you feel good and you can sleep at night so that you're able to do business. Don't you listen to Derek that says, don't worry about zoning. If you can't sleep at night and if you shaking in your boots and you just got to go talk to somebody about zoning, please go do that. But what I'm telling you is that I did that my first few years and got shut down. And the biggest reason, y'all, I was using the wrong language, right? And not that I'm trying to sell you something, because if I was, I'd tell you to buy my coaching. But I got a $5 group that's 16 cents a day. Guys, it's $5 a month. I got a 4-hour masterclass in there that gives the language. And it's not that what I just told y'all, right? So again, I don't have enough time to go through it all today, but even on my free content, I got over probably 1,400 videos under my live tab. I've said the verbiage on my channel probably 500 times. So if you new to me, congratulations. God has answered your prayer and I'm your new big brother. If there ain't a question in your head that you can think of that we don't got an answer to without you paying for coaching, most coaches won't tell you that. Right? But I got one-on-one coaching. I got group coaching. I got a coaching program that's $35,000. We're not talking about any of that right now. We're talking about you joining me 7 days a week right here at 7 p.m. Eastern. And my team is so gracious now, I pay for a system that also syndicates me at 7:15 in the morning. So while you up getting dressed, getting your kids ready to go to school, and you going to work, turn me on YouTube at 7:15 in the morning and get 30 minutes of this. But one more time, and I ain't going to spend a bunch of time here. When I first started, I spoke to the wrong people, used the wrong verbiage, and they told me the same thing. Derek, you can't do this. You need a license. But once they found out what this was and the population I serve, which is completely independent, because the way this lady worded it, y'all, they think she want to structure group home for adults that can't take care of themselves, who need to be fed, who need to be bathed, who need to be given medication to. My people need none of that. So again, if you're new to me, these are called independent living facilities, an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. I hope to God that lady that posted that, she's in here, because I invited her personally. And ma'am, if you here, this ain't me picking on you. This is me as your new big brother and gonna have you turn the page to how to do it now the right way. I'm your new big brother. You're in my community in that free Facebook group. I'm your new big brother. We are the trademark owners of the independent living facility model. My coaching exists right now in 41 states. That means somebody in this room probably can't even mention a state that I'm not in, meaning that if you live there. So we're even outside of the U.S. a little bit. Dayton, Ohio, one of my best coaching clients lives there. His name is Dornico, right? So one more time, and I'm going to end this zoning thing. When I first got into this, my city told me, nope, but not a big for a job because they understand what it is. My population is independent. We don't give out medications. We don't provide transportation, and we don't feed and cook for people. Those are the 3 things going to get you in trouble. Seattle got somebody there too. Seattle, Washington. Okay? So I'm done with the zoning thing. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back talking about who is this not for.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there.
All right, we are back. We are back. So guys, please take advantage of me and pay 16 cents to help you and your family get involved in this. What are we going to zoning for? Nothing. I don't need to talk to them for nothing because this is not a group home or an ILF where I need a $30,000 sprinkler system. I'm not serving people that need to be bathed and fed and given medications to. The ILF model for my new people in Macon, Georgia, I love Macon. We own property in Warner Robins, and we do wholesale deals in Macon, Georgia. And I'm going to talk about tonight about some rehab stuff because everybody here is talking about renting and leasing so much. Y'all don't think that we buy these properties, but I want to show you when you lease and rent long enough, one day you're going to buy one. And we love the burst strategy. But one more time, you do whatever you think you need to do to feel comfortable and sleep pleasantly at night so that you ain't worried about your city going to bother you. Because I got another slide that talks about who is this not for. One of the points I talk about is people that are like natural skeptics, people that are afraid to, I won't say break the rules because that's not what I'm asking for. But if you're afraid of a little pushback, this may not be for you because your city most likely may tell you you can't do this, especially if you go talking to the wrong people. That's why today we don't talk to nobody. We just go do the good work. And when they find out what I'm doing, they're going to say, oh my God, this guy's saving our city. But if you use the wrong verbiage, talk to the wrong people, and if you do it the wrong way, they're going to shut you down. Yes. Because I almost faced that because I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning, y'all. Made dumb decisions. I made the Channel 8 news and went through a $40,000 lawsuit because I didn't know what I was doing, just like a lot of people in that group. But without coaching and training and being on the right people, guys, I'm here 7 days a week for free. What is your excuse? Make sense, everybody? So zoning, watch this, is not a requirement of the independent living facility model. If it's a group home, yes, it is. If it's an ALF, yes, it is. If it's an IDD, yes, it is. But if I'm renting rooms to individuals that are independent, that can cook their own bologna sandwich, take their own medications, and provide their own transportation, what do they need me for? I'm moving on. Let's go on to who is the ILF not for? I want to talk about this, right? And then under the bottom it says, listen carefully because you may learn something about yourself. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So if you think this is a get rich quick scheme, this ain't for you. And I can show you a bunch of other things to get into. I'm a business coach in general. So if you want to make money real fast and just boom, 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 jumping it Monday and be profitable by Friday, this ain't for you. When things don't work out, you quit or you switch lanes, this also ain't for you. In this model that can make all of this money and all of this impact, you are going to get some pushback. You will never start a business, y'all, that's easy and it just be easy and you make a bunch of money. Guys, I went through lawsuits, Channel 8 news, embarrassment to my family, being told no by everybody in my city before we got it to the point we got it today, where I have multiple ILFs and I coach and oversee over 450 ILFs throughout 41 states. Watch this. Who is this also not for? If you're somebody that said, Derek, I don't really have time, bro, because I got a full-time job, this ain't for you. Because it take a lot of your time in the beginning. But once you get it running, this thing can run like a sewing machine. Because today, I'll be honest, I hardly ever go to my ILFs. And it's because they run so smooth because of the people that are in it. But if you move in Tyrone and Jerome and Jose without the proper assessment and they knuckleheads, you're going to have the fire department at your place every day, the police, the paramedics, the ambulance. Guys, ask me how I know. I messed this up every way you can imagine in the beginning. Today, we got it flowing like a sewing machine. But if you can't find the time to make this thing work, this is also not for you. 70% of the people I coach have a full-time job. So what is your excuse? People who quit easily. And this is what I mean by when people give you pushback. If you say, oh, well, okay, well, maybe this ain't for me. This probably ain't going to work for you. You're somebody that gives up easy. Also, if you lack the patience, because what I learned, guys, if you lack patience in business, meaning giving it time to grow, guys, this also won't work for you. Let's do a quick exercise. How long have you been on your current job? How many years or months have you been on your current job? Let's take a break and I'll be right back.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0000. 0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these two words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that, you put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go.
All right, we are back. I want to see how long have you guys been in. So 3 years, 4 years, 7 years, 1 year, 4.5 years, 8 years. So my point to that is this, right? A lot of you all have these jobs for an extended amount of time. And I'm not talking to y'all. You know how when you're in the church and the preacher say, not talking to you, but the row behind you? I ain't talking to none of y'all, but a lot of people will have these jobs for 3 and 4 and 5 years or even 1 year, but get into this and won't give this not even 6 months. I see a lot of people get into this and they walk out in 3 months. Like, guys, like, if you dream one day to be an entrepreneur and make all of this money and all of this impact, you think it's going to take less than 6 months? Now, granted, a lot of my new people meet me and they get started in 30, 60, and in 90 days. A lot of my new people under our coaching, I don't know what it is about them, but a lot of them from the day they meet me, in 90 days, they have a house and people in it. Can you imagine that being you? But the way I quote it is this: I want you to give me and God 6 to 9 months of your life and we'll change it. One more time, if you give God and I, Forston Consulting, because I'm your new big brother now, if you give God and me 6 to 9 months of your life, most of y'all can walk off of your job and never go back. Now, if you're one of those people that got a great job, you're the kind of person I teach you to keep your job. We're going to call you double up. Why leave your job if nobody bother you? You go when you get ready. You leave when you get ready. You got your own office and you move and groove how you want to. I tell people like that, you keep your job. But one more time, if you lack patience, guys, this ILF model won't work for you. We talk all the time about how great this is, who it worked for, and blah, blah, blah. But every now and then I got to bring it back to center and talk about who is this not for. If you like patience, and watch this, y'all, I'm naturally somebody that's not very patient. I'm a Scorpio. I want things right now. That's why I like the ILF model, not the group home model, not the ILF model, not the ALF model. All of those I got to ask permission to get started. This thing, I need no permission. If you lack patience with results, meaning you meet me Monday, and in 14 days, you don't have a house and you get discouraged, nobody's calling you back and you get discouraged. You know how many times it took me to get a social worker on the phone, and I used to be the social worker? Guys, I was a social worker for 9 years. And if you ain't noticed, I stutter a little bit. When I was born, God gave me a kind of tongue. So when I start calling people in the beginning, it sounded like this. Hello, my name is Derek. My program, click, click. They just kept hanging up on me. So what would happen if I would have gave up? None of y'all would be here today. You wouldn't be in my YouTube channel learning from me if I gave up. Guys, my first 300 calls were all hangups. The first 150, they hung up because they couldn't understand me. Out of 300 calls, the first 150, click, click. They said, man, who is this clown? This guy can't even talk. Click. The other 150, I was saying the wrong stuff. Remember the verbiage I keep telling you about, the language and who we talk to? One of my mentors / pastors says language is a locator. And if you use the wrong language, how can it locate where you're trying to go? And that's what's happened to my sister in that group in the ILF Academy. She talked to the wrong people and said the wrong verbiage. We do not talk to them people like that. And I'll be honest, under my coaching, I don't want you going talking to them anyway. But if you say, Derek, I heard in my city that I got to pay $1,600. And if I don't, they going to fine me. Absolutely. You go do you then. Because I don't stop you when you tell me, Derek, I'm not comfortable with that, bro. Because that would be a bad coach from me. I'm a great coach. So I always tell people what I did from my experience, what I coach in 41 states. But I always say, if you want to go and get that piece of paper, or if you want to go talk to Miss Johnson down in the zoning office, you go right ahead. Because let not me stop you from making you and your family feel comfortable about the decision you gonna make. So my marketing is never all, you don't need zoning, don't go to zoning. I'm gonna show you how we don't, but I'm gonna say, Miss Johnson, Miss Dion and the Brown family, if you guys want to make sure that you feel comfortable about doing business and nobody bother y'all and you face no trouble from the city and you think you just got to go talk to zoning, ma'am, absolutely, let's go do that. But let me give you the verbiage. Because if you under my coaching, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say. And even in this YouTube channel, over 500 times probably it's in there. In my $5 group and that 4-hour class, I bet you leave that thing with no questions really. Because my rule in that group is, you can't just say, well, my question is, you should be saying, Derek, after watching your masterclass, what did you mean by? So that's my only rule in the $5 group. You just can't go in there and ask questions. Why would you when I give it to you? Make sense, everybody? So one more time, if you lack patience, it ain't gonna work. So God, say, God, give me patience. Can 10 of y'all put in the chat? Because I'm honest too. God, give me patience. Even me. And this is one of my favorite, y'all. If you are a skeptic, if you're somebody not easily convinced, having doubts or reservations, this ain't for you. If I got to spend 3 hours like I did last night convincing you that this is something you should do, this ain't for you. Because most of y'all are just like me and my family. You love God, you love people, and you love real estate. You just didn't know you could put it all together and call it a ministry and change your city when it comes to affordable housing. Put a number 1 in the chat if you desire to be the change in your city for when it comes to affordable housing. Y'all have been with me for less than 30 minutes. Are y'all enjoying my fast pace tonight so far? I usually don't go this fast. The second one, a person who doubts or questions accepted opinions. Oh my goodness. Guess what that would mean? That means that this is not theory, y'all. And sorry that I'm yelling because I'm just excited. This is not theory, Miss Mia. We do this. And my coaching is in 41 states. And probably over 20 of my coaching clients are in here. This is not something we trying to do. Well, y'all, you know, we tried. Nuh-uh. We do this. So how could you doubt something that we're already doing in 41 states? I didn't see a state tonight that somebody lives in that I'm not coaching in. Alicia put in Hawaii, but she don't live there yet. Alicia probably gonna buy her a vacation property there. Someone who doesn't easily believe things without proof and often needs strong evidence before accepting something as true. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you any of these three, this ain't gonna work for you. And not because you a bad person, it's just because of your makeup of whatever you took on in life in terms of your belief system, that's what's stopping you. Not your city, not the zoning department, not the devil. Oh, that's some good coaching right there, Derek. We blame the devil sometimes too much. Now, trust me, I want to give all the fault to the devil. But sometimes it's us. We can be our own worst enemy. And sometimes we can be the very thing that stops us from moving forward. Okay? Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's get a word from my two brothers, David and Dennis. Don't y'all be like David. My brother David is an absolute knucklehead. Let me show y'all.
Hey, David, did you know that we were coming to Jacksonville, Florida for another live event teaching the independent living facility model? Yeah, I heard that. I saw a girl posting that in that ILF Academy group that you got. I saw her put a post about it. I just didn't really know that was actually y'all. Yep, that's actually a live event that we're speaking at. Tiffany Richardson, who's actually a super affiliate at Forston Consultants, she planned this whole event. She marketed it, she planned it, and her only job was to bring Shay and I to Jacksonville to talk about it. So she's gathering 30 to 40 to probably 50 people that want to know how to do the independent living facility model, and we're going to bring it to Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. David, make sure you don't miss it. Well, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me, too, because I think this is something that we can do together.
All right, we are back. We are back. Y'all give it up for my two brothers, David and Dennis. I'm Derek. My brother Dennis is kind of like me. He's sharp. He's on it. But that David, y'all, he an absolute knucklehead. So, but anyway, we're always trying to educate you guys through stuff like that. And then my last thing that I'm going to say, I'm kind of noticing this lately, right? When I'm talking to a few people about getting started, one of my biggest things about how do I draw attention to my housing program for case managers and social workers is going live on camera and shooting videos. And some of you guys are afraid of that. So I want to just be an encouragement to you in 2026. You need more social media. All of y'all that are on here right now found me through social media running my big mouth. You did not find me on my website. So I want to say one more time, none of y'all typed in www.forstonconsultants.com and you came here. Y'all see me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. In fact, let's have fun with that. Type in the chat and tell me how you originally found us. And I guarantee you nobody types in my website. So if you don't do social media videos and content, just like the way y'all found me, like if y'all go to my other page at Second Chance, you're going to see how I'm promoting every day of how social workers can call us because we're the answer to what they're looking for. And look at all the people putting Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And that's what I mean by that. Nobody's going to go to your website to find you. So I say it like this. People find you on social media, but they'll trust you on your website. And what we mean by this slide that you see up, it says people who are not willing to lift their brand, and lift for us stands for LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And then we added one, which is now Threads. So LIFTT, that's how we believe in getting the word out. So if you go to my Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, all you hear is me talking about housing, real estate, rehabs, ILFs. So when I call a social worker or a case manager or a homeowner to rent his house, guess what he gonna also go and do? Soon as I leave the phone call or his presence, he gonna go and look me up on Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Guys, 20 and 30 years ago, people would trust you from a handshake or a word of mouth. Now they going to your Instagram. Now they're going to LinkedIn and Facebook and TikTok. So we believe in having a heavy presence. Guys, 90% of every placement I get, and I'm entertaining one right now today that came through, because we get a lot of calls, but everybody's not a good fit. But 90% of everybody that would ever live inside of my ILF, guys, they're coming through social media. And it's usually a social worker say, hey, Derek, saw you guys on Instagram. Can you tell me more about your program? Absolutely, we can. Does that make sense, everybody? And right before I switch topics, because we've just covered two things, zoning and who the ILF is not for. If you're not willing to go on social media to tell people what God has blessed you with, meaning, what's up, Facebook family? My name is Sharon Johnson, and I want to just remind you that if you're a social worker or a case manager, we provide clean, affordable housing. Give us a call the day of discharge for your clients because we want to help. Guys, I'm posting that every day, 7 days a week. I don't care if you record it one time and play it 7 days in a row. But if nobody knows you, how can they flow you? I say this all the time, right? And it's a kind of a funny thing, but I really mean this. If you fry the best fried chicken in the world, but nobody know about it, how do they know to come and buy it from you? So whether you own a daycare, you fry chicken, you got a donut shop, you got a digital marketing company, or any physical product, how do people know if they can't find you or know about it? And look at all these people saying Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Nobody said, Derek, I was searching websites one day, and I just typed in www.forstonconsultants.com. No, you didn't. You found me on social media. And that's how I want the people to eventually find you. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back. And at 7:45, I'm out of here.
The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time. If you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derek, I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, it's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives in the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just take. Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else to where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. And again, man, thank y'all so much for allowing me to pour into y'all tonight on such a short time frame. Usually I stay for an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. Looks like I got about 3 minutes left, but I want to go over something really quickly. But before I go, Jermaine, Tia, Katara, let me know how I did tonight on my fast version, because I won't be here much longer. But I want to bring up one more thing. And last but not least, all of y'all be my friend. I want to see 55 friend requests on Facebook, because I'm your new big brother. So I'm Derek. I'm Mr. ILF. My beautiful wife, Shay, is usually with me. She's your big sister. So everybody go to Facebook and friend me at Derek Forston. But more important than being my friend, go there and be nosy. Look at what we're doing. Stalk my page. Look at all the coaching and the teaching. And what are we doing? What are we saying to draw the attention from social workers, case managers? That can be found at Second Chance Housing. So my program is called Second Chance Housing. And one more time, watch this for my new people. Dummy me didn't know 9 years ago. Don't use the word housing in your name. That doesn't make you as bankable as you could be. So instead of being Second Chance Housing, I should have been Second Chance Collective, Second Chance Foundation, Second Chance Consultants. The bank hates real estate, and they'll put you in a high risk, which makes your funding lower. So we don't use housing, home, or living in the name. Make sense, everybody? Now, if that don't make sense right now, just listen to it and follow it and keep following me. But I just saved you a bunch of headache, and I saved you a bunch of money that you wouldn't have got by you putting the word home, housing, or living in your name. Consider the words foundation, collective, solutions, consultant, initiative. Make sense? I got 1 more minute, so y'all watch this. I'm going to go a little over, Jermaine, but watch this. For everybody that just found me, I want to show you guys our coaching packages because I'm going to be really fast tonight. We call it Forston Consultants or No Excuse Zone. So 7 days a week, right here at 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't care if you don't have a dime in your pocket. Don't worry about it. I got something for everybody. Some coaches only cater the coaching to people that got money. I don't. I come here 7 days a week, 7 p.m. If you don't buy a package, that's between you and God. Because most likely, if you're here, God has already told you to help people and get involved in real estate. And your prayer and my prayer just merged together because you think it's a coincidence you found me. No, it ain't. We call that for such a time as this. God has answered your prayer. So if you ain't got a dime, 7 days a week, 7 p.m. Eastern, join me right here. And even 7:15 in the morning, you can join because we got something going out at that time too. The next level, everybody got 16 cents a day, right? $5 a month is my Elite Academy. And this is the cheat code, y'all, and I'll be going here in a minute. Normally, only my one-on-one people, my collective coaching, and my DIY people only get the kind of coaching that I gave this group. Guys, it's a 4-hour masterclass, which every question you can imagine is in that class. In fact, I know it so much, my rule is you can't join this group and say, Derek, my question is, how do you find the social worker to advertise to? It's already in my coaching. So instead of you paying $7,500 for me to give it to you over 12 months, $5 a month in that group. Text the word 5 to 407-326-0086. I'm putting it in the chat, and I'm now going to put it on screen. If you text the word 5 and only that word, F-I-V-E, to 407-326-0086. For most people, if you did nothing else, that's going to save your life. 7 days a week on YouTube and join this $5 group. When you get in the $5 group, click the tab at the top that says Learning, because that's where the classes are. So don't ask questions, go and learn. Who are in this group right now that is in that $5 group? Can you vouch for what I'm saying? Because one thing about the internet, y'all, if I ain't telling the truth, they're going to tell you. If 5 of y'all are in this group that are either under my coaching or in that $5 group, tell these strangers who's going to be my family now that $5 group will bless the socks off of their feet. Right here, guys, is the most recommended by me. I want all of y'all in my ILF Mastery Blueprint Collective where we learn and grow together, where I'm in your face every 14 days. So every 14 days, we meet together as a group. That's called bi-weekly coaching. You also going to get all my material, all the curriculum, the $8,000 worth of paperwork, and you still get all my coaching, because what if God took me to heaven 2 weeks from now and I fell off the earth? You get all my coaching recorded. So you never are left alone, and then you still get me as your big brother, because I'm going to be in your face every 14 days pushing you across that finish line. Make sense? Now watch this, y'all, and listen really carefully. This one, I gave a $2,000 scholarship. This program is 5 G's, y'all. It's 4997. But if you want to be the first 10, I'm giving 10 people a $2,000 scholarship. So if you text the word deal to 407-326-0086, our first cohort starts in February. I think it's like the February, my team will remind me, but it's the first week in February. This cohort starts. It's brand new. Nobody's in it. And I want the first 10 people that move at the speed of instruction, I'm going to give you $2,000 off. And all you owe me is a Google review. So if you can type a couple letters and say, man, them guys over there, they really good. They don't hide nothing. They teaching me blah, 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 blah. Guys, that'll give you $2,000. So if you text the word deal to 407-326-0086, you can be one of those 10. If you miss it, it's going to be 5 G's. So get in now, because only, I think, 4 people got it. And to me, this is my most recommended package. And yes, Angela, you can upgrade immediately or down the line. Some people get our DIY or the $5, then they upgrade later. Makes sense. But for me, this is my most recommended. And I want all of y'all to go to Forston Consultants to check these all out on your own. Pray and talk to God, talk to your family, and then you jump in where you fit in. Because I got a coaching package for everybody, all the way from free to $35,000. Right here is my most popular. Now, even though the other one is my most favorite, I'll admit my one-on-one coaching is most popular. Most people want me in their back pocket. So if you said, Derek, I don't want your group coaching. Derek, I don't care about you talking about every 14 days. Derek, I want your phone number. I want to be able to call you Monday through Friday. And I want my set meters when I want them. That's my one-on-one people. That one's $7,500. One-on-one coaching. And again, go to forstonconsultants.com. The next one is the DIY. That's what Miss Angela just got today, which means she get everything that my one-on-one people get. She just don't get me. But remember, I told you everything that I would coach my one-on-one people, Angela get it recorded. So my DIY people are the people that can move at their own pace. You said, Derek, I don't need you to hold my hand. Derek, I don't need no one-on-one coaching or your group. Just give me all that stuff, all that paperwork, all your coaching, and I'll do this on my own, Derek. Guys, that was only $997. And some of y'all been getting a scholarship on that this week. So you just never know once you talk to our grant giver, Miss Jennifer, and it's $750. I'm still under an hour. I'm doing real good. And then last but not least, this is where probably 90% of y'all will fall at in the beginning. And it's the HRA Business in a Box. This teaches you how to be a housing referral agent, which means if you can't buy a house, if you can't rent one or lease one yet, you can make referrals and still make an impact and income in your community. Now, watch this disclaimer. There is no coaching in this package about how to do the ILF, meaning how to run it. It's only about how to be a housing referral agent, how to build connections, how to get your phone to ring with all the social workers in your city. And because you don't have a house, you refer out and make a referral fee. And I got a lot of people that's killing that. And they're making $300, $600, $900 a week simply from just making referrals. So if you or somebody said, Derek, I don't really like real estate. I don't want to deal with no people. But Derek, God did tell me to help these people. And you telling me I can just make referrals and I can still make money, Derek, taking people from homeless to hopeful? You absolutely can. And that's what that is, guys. So one more time, the HRA, this was only $397. Comes with the website build out, CRM system, your phone system, AI bots. So every package I give y'all comes with our back end. Because remember, guys, and now if you're new to me, you don't know this. But guys, when you come into our coaching, you don't just buy coaching. You invest in a system. Because if you only buy coaching, you're going to fail. But if you invest into a system with softwares and systems and AI bots and automations, guys, 60% of my business is ran today by my computer system that's called Digital Flow Solutions. It's an all-in-one CRM system that's going to run this business for you when you at your 9-to-5 job. So, and I love to ask people, right, which one of these is best suited for you? Can 35 of y'all put in the chat, Derek, after seeing your packages, bro, the DIY is probably best for me. Derek, I want your group coaching. Derek, I want your one-on-one. But Derek, you know what? I'm going to start somewhere and I'm going to get that HRA. Can 25 of y'all put in the chat, according to what you just heard today, which do you think is the best learning style for you? Let's take a break and we'll be right back to close you guys out.
Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying this show. But just in case if you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that would tell them the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word PURPOSE, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them, everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property. We put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word PURPOSE to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group.
It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my master class that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there.
All right, we are back. So again, guys, to join that $5 Elite ILF Academy, just takes the word 5 to 407-326-0086. And guys, notice how I keep telling y'all to text this and text that and text this. We give y'all this same system. So when I coach y'all, I'm gonna have y'all say, hey, social workers, text the word BED, B-E-D, to learn more about us and what we do and to know about our bed count. Guys, they can receive an automated message from you that's now talking about all the stuff. So if you text the word FIVE to 407-326-0086, that's going to get you in. Okay, so I'm going to go to the chat real quick and see kind of what you guys were thinking. HRA, $5 group. So put in the chat, guys, which one of these coaching packages would you say is best for you? Or is it the 7 days a week for free on YouTube? Right? That may be just your budget now. Maybe it's joining the free Facebook group with the $5 group and joining 7 days a week. So some of you guys should be bundling. But I will say this, if you get the one-on-one coaching, you get the $5 group for free. You're just in it. You don't have to do that. And we're also thinking about doing the collective the same way. So if you join the collective, we're thinking about, not sure, that we're going to just let you slide in the $5 group for free. But that's it for me tonight, guys. I was going to touch on one more thing, but because I'm proud of my time and I'm still under an hour, I'm going to get out of here. So tonight will be the first time that I won't take any questions tonight. I'm going to encourage everybody to text the phrase more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, because that's going to give you the introductory webinar of how all of this started and also how can you get into it. But really quickly, just before I go, just for my new people, if you've never seen this, this is me as your brother as a social worker at my job. Here go the conditions that I saw, the rats and the roaches and the filth and the grime. God allowed me to see a lady, y'all, that was making $41,000 a month housing people in what you see on this screen. And if this don't bother you, I'll tell you right now, I am not your big brother and you on the wrong YouTube channel. If you can see somebody make $41,000 every 30 days in conditions like what I'm showing you on this screen, and if that don't bother you, one more time, you on the wrong YouTube channel, and I'm probably not your big brother. Because one more time, it don't take a rocket science to know that we got to treat people the right way. So one more time, here goes me as your brother, and I'm gone. But these are the conditions that I saw. Guys, I literally saw a lady making 41 grand, and she said, Derek, I'll never teach you this. You keep sending me these people. And when she wouldn't teach me, y'all, I went and saw it for myself. And when I saw it for myself, that's when I said, man, I got to leave this social work job, and I got to now be on the other side of real estate and helping people. Because one thing I do know, not because Derek said it, but the Bible says the poor and needy will always be among us. The Bible also said that when you do unto the least of thee, God said it's like you're doing it unto me. And the devil is a liar that we're going to do it like this. So what you see on screen, beds on the floor, cinder blocks holding the beds up, the devil is a liar. Today, we make it look like this. So one more time, today, I'm y'all new big brother. We just learned independent living facilities. We are the trademark holders of it. I want all of y'all to visit forstonconsultants.com. Check out our packages and see which one do you fit in. Or if you just want to join me 7 days a week and don't spend a dime, I'm okay with that too. But I will implore all of y'all, every one of you, you should at least get the $5 group and join us on our Facebook and YouTube channel 7 days a week. And guys, before I go over my time, because it's 7:58, I'm gone. Watch me pray you guys out of here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all we could ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. Father God, thank you so much again for the seed that was sown tonight. God, thank you for the ability to give what you gave me. God, thank you for the ability one more time to express your love through real estate. And God, these people that are listening, can you do me a favor? God, can you bless the socks off of their feet and allow them to get into this without mistake and without anybody bothering them from their city? No haters, no doubters. And God, by your mercy and your grace, give them the mind of Christ and an able body to do what you've already called them to do. God, you said the poor and needy will always be among us. And God, all we're trying to do is combine real estate and social services together, put it in a blender and pour it all over our city. God, thank you for what you allowed us to do in our city. And God, let no devil in hell stop it. Because God, we're doing great work and we're serving great people that can't afford an apartment and they can't buy a house. So, Father God, by your mercy and grace, give us the fortitude to keep pressing forward. Allow these people to never give up. And God, you know favoritism over people, just like you love that girl that made 41 grand a month housing your people and rats and roaches. God, you love these people, so allow these people to do it the right way. And God, will be ever so careful to give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. And God, today the devil is under our feet and has no place in our life, our business, our life, or our business. One more time, the devil is under your feet, ladies and gentlemen, and has no place in your life, your family, or your business, and you will succeed in Jesus' name. And one more time, God, we thank you for what you're getting ready to do through this affordable housing in these respective people's cities of where they live at. God, you did it for us. Do it for these people. And God, exceed their expectations exceedingly and abundantly above all they could ever ask or think. And God, is according to your purpose and power and your plan for their life. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 I am 1 minute over, but I'm getting out of here. Y'all be great. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Go to Facebook and friend me because I'm your new brother. Now, if you wasn't impressed today, don't you do that. If God didn't call you to this, don't you do that. But if you feel like you've been called to real estate, helping people, and you didn't know the way, God sent me to you. You think this had just happened on just by accident? It didn't. So friend me on Facebook and follow us 7 days a week right here on our YouTube channel at Forston Consultants. You guys be great, and I'm gone.
Have you ever wanted to open your own group home? Were you told that you needed a license from the state? Were you told that you had to hire staff? You were probably told that you had to own the property, right? Let Forston Consultants introduce you to Independent Living Facilities, ILF, which are group homes that do not require a license, staff, and you don't have to own the property. At Forston Consultants, we walk you through the entire process of how to operate your own independent living facility. We don't just give you a bunch of videos to watch on your own, which could get confusing. Here is what you need to do next, in this order. Step number 1, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Forston Consultants for tons of secrets on how to start your own independent living facility. Step 2, sign up for our webinar at forstonconsultants.com to learn more about this great opportunity. Step number 3, purchase our best-selling book, How to Open an Independent Living Facility in 10 Easy Steps. Step number 4, contact us for your free consultation so you can quit your boring job in the next 90 days.